Hey everyone, David Nagel here. I got a cool story for you. About 20 years ago, I'm sitting in my very first office space in my home when I lived in Illinois. It was wintertime, a ton of snow outside, and I happened to catch something out of my eye out the window. And what it was there was a cat that was apparently looking for a mouse or something in a field. And out of the brush line was a fox that saw this cat. The cat didn't see the fox. And I'm sitting there watching and I'm going, oh man, look at this. Look what's about to happen here, right? This fox is slowly creeping up on this cat, waiting for his moment to break. And then all of a sudden it's on, man. Bam, they're going. And the fox is chasing the cat's going back and forth in every which way. And this is going on for a while. We had a couple people now in my office that were watching this. Everybody's rooting for this cat, like, go cat, go cat. And the thing is going. And finally, it jumps into something, a hole, a sewer pipe or something, I don't know, and it gets away. The fox walks around for a while, it can't find it, it gives up, and it's gone. A couple of hours later, I noticed something out of my eye again, and it's that cat. He's right back out there hunting for whatever it was that he was hunting for, and the fox wasn't to be found. And I thought to myself, this is such a really cool metaphor for the story of how people actually approach their dreams and their aspirations and the businesses that they have in life, with a really interesting exception to this. As little kids, very often when we end up being scared by something, when fear comes in, when we get chased by something, when we're embarrassed by something, very often we shut off that aspiration to continue going after the things that we really want to go after in life. And I've run into, I cannot tell you how many adults in my career of 30 years of learning and 24 years of being in business that really have accepted that almost as, there's no other place for me to go in life because of this experience that they had. And when I watched this, I realized, I was like, something that's really interesting about this. Nature didn't build that problem into the genome. Because I started thinking about all the different National Geographic videos stuff that I watched when I was a kid, and I've always been an outdoors person. I mean, life is always in this pursuit of going after what it needs, and sometimes the thing is prey, and sometimes the thing is what's being preyed upon. But if something's preyed upon, it doesn't stop and give up for the rest of its life. It goes back out as soon as the danger's gone, with the exception of humans. So you won't see this in the animal kingdom anywhere. I've never seen it in nature anywhere. It always goes back. Once the danger's gone, it's back out there like nothing ever happened, going about doing its thing. But with human beings, it's something completely different. And I think the idea is that somewhere along the line, within many generations of individuals, we were taught that when something becomes dangerous, you have to shut it out of your life completely. And when we started to progress as human beings beyond the idea of just survival, and we started to learn how to thrive, right? Because we built enough industry and skill sets in life to handle the survival part of life. It opened us up to be able to see what we could really do as a species, as people. And when we started doing that, we ran into all different kinds of things to be afraid of, right? Mistakes that could happen, people were killed, and many different things as technology advances through our lifetimes. But also the idea that we shouldn't do it because of those things. Many people hold that as a value. The problem is that when you start teaching that to kids, they shut themselves off and they don't go after their dreams. And then they're stuck back in the only thing that's available to them, which is survival, because it's the only thing that they can think about in their own mind. But it's simply absolutely not true at all. The idea is that we're supposed to understand what fear is, what fight, flight, or freeze is, and then we have an intellect to think beyond the complication of that, which can be very easily presented to somebody in their youth, and get them to think about, how do I move forward regardless of this? Fear allows people to become more than they are, not less than they are. That is a bad message from a lot of scared people. So when you think about this, if you're thinking about something in your past that scared you, it's okay that it scared you. The question is, what can you learn from it so that you can move forward and go further and faster next time? Thank you for listening to my story. See you again soon.